We are at the Hadley rest area. Got here last night. That crap is getting in my lungs, it seems a little bit. I feel okay, but let's go inside. The wind's blowing pretty good. Click it or ticket. This is a good song, but it just doesn't seem to fit the theme. Fits that theme. Of course, that's the video. Be right back. Let's go make some coffee. So I figure I'll give you a better look at these tires with no snow on them. See all them lines right in here. So it makes like fingernail gripping. And here's what happens to your tractor when you drive in the crap a lot. This is a new tractor. It just needs a really good bath. The beach. Show you my new tires I put on yesterday. Pretty good. Let's make that cup of coffee. I always run hot water after every cup. Just to kind of rinse out, get all the grains if we need to get caught up in there. Love my Keurig. I got too close to the heater, started to melt it, so I put that plastic to cover, keep the dust out. I think it's time to get a new one. Yeah. This keeps my table from sliding back and forth. Woo. That also keeps your coffee pot, your coffee cup hot. Living up in the mountains, stuff was always cold, so you get your coffee pot, your coffee cup hot. Helps it out a little bit better, I think. Keeps it hot, hotter longer. Who knows? Maybe I'm just rambling, but that's how I do it. So I guess the weather is crappy like all over the West. They sent me to Texas. Oh well, it's time for some other drivers to learn how to do that stuff. That's what I say. The time is 8:57 Mountain Time, 9:57 Central, which is the time that we're going to be using. However, for my logbooks and everything else, we use our home time, which is Mountain Time. Excellent cup of coffee. Black, no sugar, no cream. I used to do that, and I'd go camping and didn't have that stuff. So when you're out camping, you want a cup of coffee, you just want a cup of coffee. So you drink it black. It actually tastes pretty good when you get used to it. I don't know why my coffee pot seems to leak sometimes. Just fresh water. Okay, let's get to work. Oops, sorry about that. Good coffee. Oh yeah. Got to plug in our cameras. So I did some video yesterday. I'm gonna post it up, but in and out sticker. I felt okay, but I was just dog tired. I didn't feel like doing anything when I parked here last night. But I slept good last night. I don't know if I have laryngitis or what, but I still feel okay. I feel a lot better today. Of course, I got more sleep. And I'll get that video up here. Well, it's going to be up before this one. So that's why I didn't post it yesterday, the 13th. I will get it today. So I used to buy the Starbucks Verona coffee because I like my coffee black, dark, and it's expensive. So I tried that donut shop or whatever it is, the dark. That's pretty good, and it's cheaper. Not much, but it's cheaper, so. Away we go. rest area. It's pretty nice inside. No hot water, which helps when you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, but it wasn't too bad. Washing my face though, it woke me up pretty good. I like that. It's like the mountains. Our water was always ice cold year round. Come from a well. 280. I know, I hate that POS. 280 feet deep. Our well was. Temperature 67 degrees. 70 miles per hour. February 14th, 2019. We're about 8 hours away from Houston. We got 11 hours to do it. Actually 14. 11 hours to drive it. We have 14 hours, actually 13 hours and 45 minutes to do it. But stop and take a shower at a Pilot, Flying J. Avoid the traffic. So I'm not going to be pulling into Houston at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock their time. There's no way. I'll wait. I'll spend the night on the property where I'm delivering. Then I'll have 2 more deliveries right after that. Get loaded, and who knows then where we go. I might find out today. See where nights trucks are governed at. Hit the brakes a little bit. There's a slight downhill, but I don't think he's going to gain that much speed. My computer is showing 65. I have a radar that tells me how fast the vehicle, a car or truck is going in front of me. Now he's down to 64, 63. At 66. He's all over the place with his speed. I think they're governed at 65. I've always got my foot into the pedal. I'm not out here sightseeing. I'm out here to make money. Usually I found out when somebody's speed varies that they're messing around with something. A map, a phone, a sandwich. Oh boy, he's an old timer. Probably 70 years old. Nothing wrong with that, but definitely don't drive for them big corporations when you've done it for a while. I drove with Swift back in 96, 97. My Lord. forward. 57 mile per hour. I did have a paper logbook though. And 95 Freightliner, 10 speed. You know, I don't know how I did it back then. Of course, we didn't even have a cell phone either. But it was hard to imagine now, but back then, you just, at doing 57 miles an hour, you just kind of just dealt with it. And I get a lot of crap from people. I pull into a truck stop and they're like, watch your bumpers, Swift is backing up. Of course, me, I'd have to be a smart ass. I said, I'll outback you any day, brother. Because I picked up on this stuff quick. It's almost like I was born to do it. I always wanted to do it. I remember traveling as a kid on Interstate 5 going from LA to Seattle. Being on the highway, I loved it. I told my dad, I go, hey, I was probably like 19 or 20. I'm like, you know, I'd like to be a truck driver. You don't want to do that. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to encourage your children. I tell my kids, you can do whatever you want. You have to believe in it and go do it. It's the magical of this universe. Anything is possible. So if you believe in it, you want to do that, go do it. It's your life. Live it. Pursue it. So then I ended up doing odd jobs. Not odd, I mean, I can weld. I used to build water trucks and dump trucks, extend the frame. I did concrete work back in them days when I was younger. I was pretty buff. Hauling 92-pound bags of cement, shoveling sand all day, and building block walls, did a little bit of flat work. You know, I went into manufacturing with my father and my dad. We built things out of wood, metal, and plastic. And then one day I decided, I'm going to go get my CDL. I've always wanted to. I heard a thing on the radio. Come on down, get your CDL. Get a job. I already had a job, but I've always had a job, just like I've always had a car. But, this is a town in Memphis, Texas, not Tennessee. So I went and got my CDL, and then being at the other end of the cement chute with the wheelbarrow, done that. I remember back in the day, it's like, man, I don't want to be doing this. I want to be doing what he's doing, driving that truck. So I drove over the road for a little bit. And then I was married and had a little girl. She was growing up fast. I'd get back like every week and a half, 2 weeks. She was different. I'm like, you know, I gotta get off the road. I can't do this. So I got off the road, started driving for a mixer truck in Denver. We were looking for a place to live because she was living in her mom's basement while I was on the road. Saving money. Went up fishing in Grand Lake, actually Lake Granby, Father's Day. I'm like, you know, I've always wanted to live in the mountains. Why don't we move up here? She agreed. Boom. Took off and did it. The funny thing, though, I was running a mixer truck down along 93 going into Golden. And it was a 5-speed transmission. I had 10 yards of concrete on. And they didn't have any warning signs saying that there was a hill. So I come running up on it and realize, damn, I'm actually on a hill. So I tried slowing it down, and I got it slowed down, but I was having a hard time. I was losing my air. I got there to the bottom, and at the bottom it's curvy. Mixer trucks are heavy. They're top heavy. Well, there was a small leak in the airline in that system. It just needed to be repaired, but I didn't know that. My fault on the pre-trip. I thought I saw my life flash in front of my eyes, man. I was like, this is bullshit. I'm going down. I finally got it down to the bottom and stopped, smoking like a SOB. Never ever will I take a mixer truck in the hills again. So I go up to the mountains in Colorado and go 6x6 with the mixer trucks up off the road. Anyway, I don't want to use up too much time on just this part. So we'll hit some more later on. So I'll see you in a bit. So I just had a nice experience. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. Look at these guys. They're going to still try to come in here. Stupid piece of shit. Are you in that fucking much of a hurry? Pardon my French. Yeah, you're an ass. Or you went down and look at me. I want to call attention to what you did. Anyway, I'm in Childress, Texas. And their scales are just to the west of town. Never open. Never open. Oh, my voice is crackling a bit. Except for maybe during the crackdown. Needless to say, I was talking to my daughter on the phone and I didn't even bother looking to see if it was open. Well, it was open. And this FedEx truck caught my eye over there, and I'm like, what's he doing? Parked. I looked and I see the light was green. And then, oh, the cop over there telling the boys to slow down. See that? And I see the officer in the window looking straight at me as I drive by. I'm like, oh crap. So I have nothing to hide. So I pulled in there, flipped the U-turn, went back, got in a long line, and went through the scale. Already figuring out what I was going to tell them, because I know they're going to ask me. And they didn't say nothing. So if I was to get pulled over now and say, hey, you ran the scale, I go, yeah, I did. When I realized it was open, I flipped the U-turn, went back, and went through the scale. So you can't really get me for doing it, but I guess you can because I did run it. Now, there is times where I run scales. I've done it. And where I do it most is Cajon Pass on I-15 northbound. There's protection in numbers. I have a pre-pass, so I have to put it underneath my leg so it doesn't register. and I'm legal. I'm always legal, but the lines are so long over there when they have them open, and usually they close them when there's a long line. So it's a. I've gotten through the scale, not ever before, of course. But if you ever want to run a scale, not that you should, it's all on you. It's your ticket. That's the one to do. I call it protection in numbers. There's so many trucks going by that I don't think they can keep up with it. They do their best. One time, I eyeballed my wheels from the driver's seat. What I'll do is I'll slide them all the way forward, then I'll slide them back a little bit, and for California, it was a 40-foot mark. I should have actually gone out there and looked. But I'm cruising along and hauling paint. And I got up there into the scale. They called me in. Pre-pass. Red. Beep, 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 beep. Come on in. You're the next contestant to give us money. And I roll across the scale. My steers are a little high, but like I said in another video, you can go 13,000, don't panic. Depends on that's the lowest rating of your tires, will be 13, so you can go about 13 or more. If you go more, they might call you in and do a reading, see what your tires are rated for. But so then I go over my drives, 35,000. I'm like, oh shit, I am so busted. Pissed off myself that I didn't look, do my axles right. So, I don't remember if I had to go forward or back, but you have to be legal in California, the 40-foot mark. You can go over a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I'm like, I'm busted. So now I'm waiting for going slow, my tandems are coming up, and I'm looking at the lights, looking for the one that tells me, come on down, you're the next contestant. It never happened. It was green. It stayed green. As soon as my tandems rolled over that, they were off. Still green. Damn, brother, I split. It cost me a bunch of money. Strike on my service record and all the other happy crap. So I hightailed it up to this area. I went to In-N-Out Burger, glued my axles, and they told me to come back. I was going to go back and say, what are you talking about, Willis? But I made it all right. Anyway, that's in Childress, Texas. See you in a bit.